Who am I to think I can be more than my circumstance? To think I can Mayweather my struggles when I've been born into a contract I didn't sign. That none of the roots that raised my fruit, John Hancock died. Southern born and raised, familiar with society's side eye. Who am I? I am a wet dream and a nightmare. My name is Malcolm, Luther, or Lumumba. I am a universal language comfortable on all tongues. I am the good you wish for and the bad you expect. I've been writing for probably as long as I could create sentences. I think the first poem or rap that I wrote was in 2nd grade. So very, very young. I think that's 7 or 8 years old. So about 16 years I've been writing. Not well for 16 years, but. To the ones who see a $5 bill as an order of fries and 2 McDoubles with cheese. I understand the dilemma when it comes to fueling your machine. The decision between full belly and empty arteries. The way others show disinterest in our living is not an excuse. We must plant, plow, cure, clip, weed, harvest, collect, grow for the sake of a legacy toward the goal of no more aunts and uncles looking like war victims, limbs discarded like slaughtered animals, though we are shoved in the darkest of corners in the most abandoned neighborhoods. We must flower our communities like beds of lilies, living, vibrant, together rose a new growth like the dreadlocks that crown Baba's head, the old man with the sandalwood skin who lived in the house with the green shutters on the corner of Davis and 12th longer than I've been alive. We must come alive because someone here has to live to tell the story. And I think my process is to really just flow and let things come and have a great big chunk of work and then trim, cut, edit until every line is meaningful. Sometimes when you write empty things that kind of just fill space. And for me, my process is more focused on the editing because I want every line to live. As far as how I got started writing, I think it was just a thing that I figured out I was interested in and kind of good at and wanted to explore, and then later kind of became an escape. And then later from an escape, it became this sense of adrenaline. Being a person that kids can trust is super important, and how transformational creating that rapport really is. I've had kids that have not only grown in their writing, but just as communicators, being able to say no, or being able to say, I'm actually not okay. I don't want to lie and say, oh yeah, I'm doing fine when someone asks me how I'm doing. Just that ability to trust another person with your vulnerability is, I feel a really special connection that mentors and mentees have with this particular organization. Where I am right now is where I'm supposed to be. How dare I want to dream bigger than slave ships? That type of audacity is fear in the flesh. The more aware I am, the more dangerous I become. I am only one $5 bill decision away from addiction. One more racial slur away from giving up. One more door slammed shut on rejection's hinge from being a stereotype I choose to push forward.